In the cut, Benzino the hero, Rob Jiggity. You know, it's just a lifestyle we live in. I don't know how long we've been doing this, how many years I've been on this earth. But hey, Jiggity in the cut, Tommy Fiji in the cut,
Yep.
in the cut, Trifecta
Yep.
Live, Paris Haven, Zeus Wilson, Marcus George, Team Static. On this segment of In the Cut, we're going to talk about Beyonce, the single lady herself, Queen B.
Yes.
You know, that was wild. Yeah, so Beyonce coming out with Lemonade. The big uproar before Lemonade dropped that got Twitter going crazy was the fact that Hove cheated on Beyonce. Thoughts on that? I'm going to hit it to my man Keegan, round one. It's on you.
All right. Well, for anybody watching live, I retract my last statement.
Ooh.
But
Whoa. Wow.
But
I don't think Hove really cheated. From my perception of the album, I think Beyonce was talking about the black woman's experience in general and putting herself in first person because she's a savage. Also, I hope that Jay-Z doesn't do a response album because that would just break my heart. He's above that. We don't address rumors out here.
Time. Matt, it's on you.
I mean, it wasn't really a rumor. She directly expressed in the album that he cheated on her, and there's not even like one line. It's like pray for me, the first track. She talk about like I pray you catch me whispering directly to Jay-Z. Dishonesty is on your breath was the first line on the whole album. Saying I'm sorry is about cheating. Sandcastles was literally an entire piano ballad about how she got cheated on.
No, I'm not saying she didn't.
With a James Blake outro.
The James Blake outro put the hurt, but
and she said she regrets putting a ring on her finger. Like I don't know who put who ring on her finger, but I'm pretty sure it can't be too many people.
You know that's The Rock first and foremost.
True. And Jay-Z put a huge ring on that finger.
It's The Rock, baby.
However,
it's Hove, baby.
Not like it's a rumor. Not like people are like, oh snap, like rumor has it Beyonce said that Jay-Z cheated on. I'm like, it's in the songs. Like it's on the title. I heard it on title.
True.
Does Beyonce still write her lyrics?
Yeah, actually, the funny part, Beyonce actually, I'm not even a Beyonce fan, so I actually like this album. It actually surprised me. I even like Beyonce. But she actually wrote.
She writes, but not
she actually
all of it.
wrote the lyrics on this album, and she actually produced most of this album.
Any features that stood out to you? I don't know. I ain't listened to the album. Was it featureless?
James Blake did his thing. Kendrick had a bomb verse on Freedom, which was co-produced by James Blake. Jack White wasn't all that. Paris. I don't know. Like,
hey, Paris, I saw Jack White.
He had like 5
That's
lines.
the man.
That's also his guitar playing as well.
Yeah, like the guitars, but I don't think he should have been talking on it. And honestly, I think the best mesh of styles was like The Weeknd. I know I sound like Jeremy right now.
You said The Weeknd?
Yeah, she had The Weeknd on 6 inch the song, which was a song about has very dynamic and cinematic like production on it, and it's really like a song that The Weeknd feels like is on it, but it's actually not like a Weeknd feature typically where like The Weeknd raps for like 2 minutes and then he has the chorus and then it's pretty much his song and you're featured on it.
That's so
like he actually had like one verse and he did some backup vocals, so it was like an actual feature. He fit on it. Beyonce was pretty much relating a woman's work ethic to being a stripper and stuff.
The visual
so,
for that too was cool.
It was interesting. It was definitely. I think that was the best feature song on there.
The visual for that, I would agree that the visual for that song also, like in her hour-long thing, was pretty dope too.
Just the fact that Hove and Beyonce, they're in the public limelight. That's what they signed up to do, and for the relationship being out like that. I remember seeing memes and stuff. It was like Beyonce and Hove might have cheated 72 times, but we don't know about it. But now that came into fruition. What do you think about, just celebrity life in general, having all your lovey-dovey stuff out there like that? Thoughts? Who's it on? Jiggity.
My thoughts.
It's on you, Jiggity.
My thoughts on it is their life's already in the limelight automatically because they're so influential. They're $1 billion together. So I don't think the Lemonade album should have been really dropped. Maybe that's just my opinion because like you're putting your entire like your life is already in the limelight and you're
Correct.
putting it all out there. But sometimes the biggest like heartbreaks could make really great albums. So I don't know.
Hey, Marcus, you got around? Oh,
He said, how you feel about celebrity?
you know, how you feel about the celebrity?
Talk to the headphone.
You gonna talk. How do you feel about Jay-Z and Beyonce's relationship being out there like that? Is it necessary to address stuff like that with them being so high up in the cultural
I was
world?
about to say, them being so iconic, you know, if they're having problems, they're going to have to address it. Like the rumors of Jay-Z cheating and all that, even though Matt swears like it's a written fact, even though she's making it in her music, we never know. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what goes on between them. It could be strictly off of album sales. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know, Beyonce's fans are gonna buy that album. If Jay-Z's gonna make a response album, you know, the album sales is gonna be crazy. So their relationship being out there like that, we don't know what goes on between those two people.
Keegan, thoughts?
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Going off of what he said, I feel like I still
Oh yeah, you
Oh, I'm
valid.
good.
Yeah.
I still believe that Beyonce was like talking about black women in general, especially like the relationship that her father had with her mother and things like that. I think that she put herself in first person and put Jay-Z to blame because they're two of the most powerful musicians, and that's a dialogue that would sell the most albums. But if you know Beyonce's career, she doesn't answer to anybody. She doesn't own up to, she doesn't really make public statements like that.
That's
she
Queen
doesn't.
B.
Yeah, she doesn't. Nobody could tell her anything, and Jay-Z kind of falls under that same very like exclusive. You don't really know too much details about his personal life. That's why I think that this album was it's like a play where she writes herself in as the main character, but she's really talking about the experience of black women in general across the culture.
Is this a different scenario? When Beyonce puts out a love album like this and stuff like that, it gets critically, hit on because people aiming shots at Beyonce because she is who she is and stuff like that in society. When a Taylor Swift or a Katy Perry make that stuff, it's good music for that, and they get no backlash. Any thoughts on that, Matt?
I just like to say, like, I feel the same way addressing the earlier question. I don't like talk about celebrities' personal lives because I don't really know what's going on with them. So I'm not Beyonce's house.
Fact.
I'm just going based off of the context of what she's talking about, and I objectively, without the message going across, it's a good album. But going into what you're saying, I do think people think it's a difference. I think music is music. Like, just enjoy it for what it is. Enjoy it within its context. But I do think people would like to nitpick and be like, "Oh, you have this image, so you can't do this, or you talk like this, you can't do this." A lot of people have talked about their personal lives in way more detail than Beyonce has. Like, look at Tyler, the Creator. He talks about his insecurities. He talks about his father problems. He talks about his suicidal thoughts on records. Even old school people like Nas. Nas talks about Illmatic was all about his life coming up, and that was like a monumental album. Tupac talks about himself. Like, a lot of people talk about their really deepest, darkest secrets on music because it's a form of expression, and that's something that you should do if you feel like you're in the right place to do that. And I do feel like Taylor Swift and Katy Perry, people like that, do fall into that category. I do feel like it shouldn't matter on what artist you are. Like, as long as the music's good and it's interesting, then that's all that really matters.
Matt spitting that philosophy. Bangs with it.
That was dope.
Any final thoughts, comments, concerns? The Lemonade video, hot sauce in the bag. Any thoughts on that real quick, or y'all want to touch that?
There's going to be a world record for most smashed car windows this summer in 3 months.
What's that scene in what was it, Benchwarmers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. With the baseball bat and the mailboxes and stuff like that.
If you do a girl dirty like that, she's going to smash your car up with a baseball bat.
Louisville Slugger out there
Yeah.
on deck, of course. In the cut, Benzino the Hero, Rob Jiggity, Creed Keegan, Tommy Fiji, Marcus George, Static, Zeus Wilson, Paris Haven, I see you. It's in the cut, Trifecta Live on, Matt, when's your show?
It's
Traffic
done.
Live.
It's over.
WICR.
Oh, word? You on WICR? Hey, I know that station. Hey, I'm a beloved. So, yeah, round 3 is on me. For the next segment, stay tuned. WICR, at Benzino _ the hero, at Rob Jiggity. Say your Twitters, say your social medias.
Tommy Mike _
At Free Keegan.
Do you have any social
I
media?
got Twitter at Marcus George
You
1.
do?
Instagram capital MG.
Hey, is your Snapchat game popping?
At Zeus.Wilson.
Oh,
That's my
follow,
IG, that's
follow,
my IG.
follow my SoundCloud, Keegan Wears Jorts. I
Whoa.
don't really do any music, but it's a lot of good music on there.
Hey, you have
I do
anything?
be wearing Jorts too, though.
You have anything you want to promote? Sage Wilson?
Oh, promotion?
You know, you want to say anything?
Oh yeah.
Sage English, my fault. That's on me.
Yeah,
Sage
yeah.
English. That's it.
Oh, Thug Manifesto comes out June 3rd. That's my storybook project.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
It's bigger than a storybook.
Whoa. Hey,
And-
does it have any pictures in it?
It's dope.
It's gonna have a lot more than just pictures and stuff.
Stay tuned. Yeah, in the cut squad.